a shed update, and I got to thinking, what about the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, which is September 8th, 1966, and got to thinking about the arc. I was like, there's probably 50 years worth of Star Trek models in the arc, so I thought I'd do a Star Trek one for the 50th and just have a different arc update than normal. Up here I always like to start with, I went through basically a Bandai phase. I basically had all the Star Trek kits bought, and that was the last ones that were technically brand new at the time. I do have the whole set. It's one of those, love the scale, love them. I'll never build them all because I only got one each. Got a bunch of the old AMT Ertl kits, Reliance, just for different conversions for the Reliant itself. A lot of Enterprise kits. I do buy a lot of Enterprise kits because I like to have one in every box. Like this is Star Trek 6, the Undiscovered Country box. I have smoothies for the, let's go over here. See if we can find one. Well, there's Star Trek 4. I just try to have all the Enterprises that come in all the movie boxes. There's the motion picture, the smoothie, and I try to basically collect the Enterprise, everything from the Constitution to the E, and then a few resin kits in between. But all the adversaries, the Klingons, and the again, I like them in the the Generations box. Then you got the one with the plus pack, just different. Then you got the Excelsior, the Enterprise B, the Defiant, and so on and so forth. They even have the JJ prize to go with the Star Trek collection. Basically, AMT had it, the license, for a while, and they've had the Constitution class in the long box, medium box. They've had short box, and it's been reissued countless times. This is the Tholian one, which to me shouldn't have been the Enterprise, should have been the Defiant, but that's just me. You just go through here. Then round 2, AMT, and then Ertl got AMT, and then round 2 got it, and Polar Lights and all that good stuff. It's just different boxes. There's the basically father and son build together kit, which I think is just the greatest idea on that. I think that's just actually top notch. Plus you get 2 models, which that's just a plus. They tried to reissue the there's some plans, some more plans. They've tried to reissue it, and that's basically like one of the long boxes from like the first issue of the Star Trek kit. I technically don't have an original. I have an original kit. I don't have an original long box. I have the box top because it was cut off. But anyway, that's another little quick story. But anyway, I wanted to show the 350s. That's just something that you just got to have, from the Collector Club Constitution to the standard one that you can buy. A whole case of refits down there, and occasional more refits. And the only other refit I did not get was was a Chase one, and it was in blue. And you had to look through the little eyelet here. All these kits are white, but the Chase one was blue. I don't have one. Would like to own one just to have it. Everyone knows here in the arc, this is the 1/1000 scale basically section, and I do have a bunch of Constitutions and Reliance, NXs, Klingon, you name it. I like the scale. I think it's top notch. Of course, I'm a big fan because I grew up with the 1400 scale ones, but I do like the small ones. Do have some props. My prop days are basically over. What's that little box? Ooh. Starfleet USS Excelsior Garage Resin Kit. Vaguely remember that, but hey, if it's in the arc, it's in the arc. One thing, and I paid the price for it. I basically bought the another Star Trek kit. Hopefully nothing falls down. I basically bought this kit for the sleeve. for the 50th. I thought, you know, I wanted the sleeve. There ain't really nothing, they didn't change anything. It's just constant, same old kit. But anyway, I bought it for the sleeve just to have. The only thing is, when I bought it at the hobby store, they put my name on a sticky sticker on it, and I'll have to get some glue gun to get that off. But anyway, I thought it was pretty slick, but I wanted it for that, and it was just one of those, didn't really have anything to get one day, and I thought, well, I'll get the 50th to add to the collection. Models are about to fall down. But anyway, I like, for example, like the Cardassian ship, I do like the adversaries, the aliens. Notice I, at one time, you know, see the Toys R Us sticker, you know, Toys R Us even sold models. But anyway, up there is the Klingon. It's the only one I have, and that's the Revell Germany one. I'd like to have the Enterprise to go with it, just to have like the complete set, but you know, anyway. The three-piece set, a lot of people don't. Some people love them. I'm on the fence. They're cool and everything. Those were used for the Wolf 359, DS9, and Best of Both Worlds kit bashes that they used, and it's just marvelous what they did with them. It just makes it very, very cool. But anyway, look through here real quick. You can see I do have some original AMT Mr. Spock. You know, there's the reissue of the bridge. I don't know if you can actually see inside there. There's a, you know, an original AMT bridge. There's an real short box Enterprise, and well, for example, that's the reissue of the three-piece set. Right here is the original. Excuse me, that's the reissue. That's the original AMT box one. You know, I even like collect some of the little Hallmark ones to go with the Star Trek ships. You can never have too many starships. A lot of resin. That's the Valiant Defender. That's a sci-fi resin kit, which is basically the Defiant, but we like to call it the Valiant. Starship Modelers Ferengi Pod. That's John Eves Captain Jot. It's basically a, I want to say a die-cast toy, but it's not. It's kind of a plastic already assembled. One of my favorite kits is the 23rd Century, which is actually plastic. It's a gorgeous kit. I like it. It takes a little bit of cleanup to make it look, but I think it's just a fantastic model. I wish they would have made more of these instead of having a cease and desist. Of course, everyone has to have a tribble. Cardassian resin ship. I mean, just a lot of resin and everything. But anyway, I wanted to show everyone just a quick, very quick little 50th anniversary, I guess you'd call it, of the Star Trek in the Ark. You know, even these are original Vulcan shuttles. You know, there's the reissue Vulcan shuttle. You know, it's just Star Trek is just always around. Do love the kits. I know some of the kits are the same, but I also try to look for the different boxes so I can have that. And it's always something to look for while I am filling the art. But anyway, also some Star Trek things. This is an old build I started many years ago. This was going to be an Excelsior variant, and I just whacked off the back here, put the back end on it, and laminated styrene. Was going to make a ship. Basically got most of it puttied and kind of sanded, and then I stopped, and that's where it ended up in the art. Who knows, may relive that one day. But anyway, that's a quick update. I wanted to do a little 50th anniversary for the Star Trek, which is basically tomorrow, and I thought that would be a unique little rundown of Star Trek kits. Of course, there's basically 2 deep on the top there, all the way to the back, and but anyway, that's another story. But anyway, wanted to show everyone the 50th anniversary of Star Trek in the art. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned. Also, wait, forgot. They even made figure kits. Now, AMT made some, and I probably buried them in the back, but I forgot about the geometric. These are the vinyl kits, which I think are absolutely fantastic. Had to buy Deanna Troi first, and that one should be the Romulan female, which you know, that was number 1 on my list, and then I eventually was on a geometric kick when I was trying to get all the figures, try to get the whole set. But anyway, that's I did forget that. Can't believe I did that. But anyway, that is what I've got going on today. We are having a 50th anniversary reunion of Star Trek models in the art. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.